Hades, whose reign as grim lord of the dead came to a sudden end when all at once his past caught up with him. But gods do not go quietly, and history repeats. So this tale was only a matter of time.
Death to Kronos. Vengeance for my family. Lost souls. I'll make the Titan pay. Hold still. It's him. Just a spell. It's just another spell. 10 words. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Greetings from Olympus and well met there, Sunshine. Look, we can't get to the Titan, but if you truly mean to stop him, then the least I can do is light your way down.
They need my aid. We'll see if I need theirs. You'll regret this. Can't do it. You see? Whalers. You! Return to Shadow now! Oh. Back already. Damn it. See what I get for staying out all night, Phrynos. This old unfinished painting. Don't look away. Don't forget all that the Titan took from you.
Boo! Who dares disturb my eternal rest? You trifle with powers far beyond your comprehension, witch. Speak!
That was pretty decent, right, Mel? Maybe pushing it. Okay if I call you witch like that?
Which worked for me in context. and a solid haunting all in all, Dora. But I'd better run. Something I have to do.
Then be gone.
Stand tall and show no weakness. The river's overflowed back there.
There you are. Come here. Time forced our hand, Melinoe. Nary a soul expected you to slay our enemy last night, on a new moon, no less. But you accomplished something of great import.
I lack such forgiveness for my failure, Headmistress Hecate. The Titan yet lives, and Olympus yet burns, while I'm back where I started. What is it I accomplished?
You're here to speak of it. Recovered in body, if not in spirit. You've not failed, merely begun. Thus may you learn, grow stronger, and complete your task. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
This cauldron's filthy still, alas. But there's something at our altar you may use, and I've unsealed the silver pool as well.
Be well, Headmistress.
And you, Melinoe.
It's being purified.
Hail. Tell me you killed the bastard. Drove your staff into his wretched skull, slid a dagger in his gut. Not that he'd die from that. Works on mortals, though.
I've nothing to report, Odysseus. Not yet.
Well, you'll get him next time, I reckon.
Death to Kronos, sir.
He'll get his.
Tough times. Already hit a wall. Knocked your scrawny ass all the way back here. It's insane that she's sending you out on foot, all on your own.
Your skepticism's duly noted. Hail, Shades. Our fight is just getting started.
The Crossroads, that haven hidden twixt the surface and the underworld, conceals those still loyal to Lord Hades, rightful ruler of the dead.
Together we'll retake my father's realm. We'll find a way to wake you, O sleep. I promise. Hi, gang. Headmistress must have some important tasks for you. My altar. Headmistress lent me the Arcana. The sorceress. The wayward son. Don't have enough for that. That'll do. The task comes fast.
Disciples, attention! Allay your fears. She has returned. A battle lost. But this is war, young one, and you have many battles yet to come. The only question is, are you prepared to win? I'm not so sure here, so let's see you give me 20!
Commander Skelemius, sir.
I am ensnared. disciples, watch and learn.
I can't.
All right, that's enough. Unless you want to keep going. Shall return.
Forgive me, sir.
Got all your magic back.
Death to Kronos. I'll see to that. No one is more prepared. Beyond the mists of Erebus, there should be a way down. Too risky heading through Elysium, and too risky to stay. All right, it's time. The arms of night are now at my disposal. Or shall be, soon enough. Much more than just this staff bathing in there. Ugh, these blasted wards.
Cease messing with that thing.
Find the Titan, slay the Titan. The Sigil of Frost. Headmistress told me so much about you, and now at last we meet. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You look just like your mother. I'll not lose her again. I shall freeze hell in its entirety if that is what it takes to get her back. You'll help me, won't you, granddaughter?
Grandmother. All of you gather round.
Within mist-shrouded, labyrinthine Erebus lie countless souls of the dead, awaiting judgment that shall never come.
They'll be judged soon enough. For what you did to me. More coming. A soul tonic. Greater focus. A Root Stalker. Got to move. Foul spirit. I see.
The ever-restless shades of Erebus find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods? Farther than last time. Silk cocoons. Who's there? Molly. That breathing. I'm in your debt, Lord Charon. These provisions surely shall make all the difference in my task. What gold I find is yours. Until we meet again. Trident Sigil. You're one of my father's brothers, aren't you? Then help him. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Long-lost niece, you live! We thought you met the same fate as your father, and your mother, and your brother. Oh. Well, how about we turn the tide and exact terrible revenge for poor old Hades and his kin?
May all our enemies drown. Can't recover here. Need to press on. Slowing down. This is the Titan's fault. Fall back to dust. Death to Kronos. Headmistress.
There she is. Welcome to the edge of Erebus. Well done, Milinoe.
Thank you, Headmistress Hecate. I could not have reached this point without your guidance.
And in turn, you shall not pass this point without a demonstration of your capability.
My capability? You'd have us face each other here, even though my task has already begun.
Your training shall never be complete. And I would know if you stand any chance at all against our enemy. Crossed flames, awaken! Clearly unprepared as yet.
Ugh, Headmistress. Phrynos, how can I ever beat the Headmistress? This memory of all you lost. It stokes your want for vengeance even now. You there, Dora? The cauldron's ready for me now.
At least our cauldron's finally purified, praise the fates. Speaking of which, are you as yet considering an invocation to them? I have my doubts that they would listen even now.
If there's any chance the three fates shall aid us, I'll take it. Thank you for preparing things for me. Though I'm well short of freshly picked reagents still.
I'd offer such reagents if I could, but as you venture past this glade, look carefully along your path and you shall find them. Fate's willing.
Yes, Headmistress. May moonlight guide you.
And you as well.
Last night I dreamt of this. Dark of chaos, light of moon, heed now my will.
So mote it be.
It is done. Don't have enough just yet. Okay.
About time. Wondered why Hecate took off all of a sudden. Was just to get in your way. Send you crying home. Guess she doesn't want you to succeed.
She expects me to be prepared for whatever lies ahead.
You're such a pushover sometimes.
The good witch put you to the test out there, did she? Quite an intensive teaching style, I always thought. She expects a lot from you, but that's just what happens when you've such potential.
Then she must be disappointed with my results, although she's careful not to show it. Same as you, Odysseus.
Come, I know how dispiriting it is to chart one's course only to lose one's way. We rarely get where we must go the fastest way we can.
As long as we get there at all. Moonlight guide us.
We'll get through this.
May you have pleasant dreams. How fare my favorite hound and polecat friends? The altar of ashes. The Huntress. Very well. What say the cards this eve? Don't have enough. There's something new here. The crescent pick. Reveal to me the bounties of the earth.
It shall serve you well.
I much prefer to stand.
There she is again at last. Being a shadowy denizen of the underworld comes with certain perks, young one. Take, for instance, how, when you dash, nothing can touch you.
We are the unseen, at one with the darkness and the dead. I can evade anything, yes, but only for a moment, and even then, I can't prevail by dodging all night long.
Yeah, I'd do it all the time if I was you. See the little trail when you dash? Once it snaps back, you're good to go again.
The shadow follows.
Magic's back to full.
I'll get through all that gloom somehow. Once more, then. The flame sigil. There's some raw silver I can use. I thought fire goddess never got involved. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Well, look at you, hot stuff. Come to help the elderly. Oh, what a good girl you are. And here I was, just about to burn this whole blasted place to the ground myself. Now, here's a little warm-up for ya.
Whew, that almost burns. Who else? Ash of the Dead. Suffer no more. For my father. Ash for my Arcana. The Heart Sigil. Doubtless this one knows hatred, not just love. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Why, hello, gorgeous. You look like you can break some hearts even without my aid. Oh, your brother would be so proud, knowing you're fighting for your kin.
I can make an exchange. I've much to learn from her, I think.
Dye the silk and load it. Spinning, spin. Oh!
Always use more.
Oh, do be careful.
Cat.
What are you doing here? Besides tramping all over my webs, that is. Oh, it's nothing silly. I can always make more perfectly good silk. I can't always see you.
Hi, Arachne. Sorry about all this. I think we'll soon be seeing more of one another now. My task has begun.
Truly. Why then, I'll get out of your hair. You have to go. But first, you have to try on one of these. And don't worry about any wear and tear. I've plenty more in stock. it.
Why, this is beautiful, thank you.
I hope you like it. To your success.
For me. My silk. A gift. There. Split path. Back to dust. A palm of power. These still grow in the underworld. A Daedalus hammer. Feels even sturdier.
Greetings, witch. Our enemy's strength even exceeds my own. We're both titans, yes, Kronos and I, but he is my elder, as I am yours.
His age doesn't mean anything to me. The old are seldom wise, and often weak. And he did not study under you, headmistress. Only I have.
Just so. He is an arrogant old fool. The impression of wisdom comes with age more than the real thing. Remember that. Crossed flames burn! Trust.
How long has it been? 3, 2, 1.
It is the dead of night within a haunted, barely moonlit thicket at the underworld's edge. There, a young Forsaken princess hunts her prey.
Ready or not, hence I go. I bid you farewell for now, Lord Hypnos. Where could she be?
The keen-eyed princess finds a set of tracks, suggesting that her foe trod through this dusty ground not very long before.
Shush, Homer. How shall I ever catch her if you're going to describe my every move?
I've no idea to whom you refer, to whom the Princess of the Dead refers, as she continues on her fateful search.
Quit teasing me and help me look.
You'll find her.
Odysseus, have you seen Hecate about?
Not in a little while, little goddess. Though I'd expect that pointy hat of hers to give her away.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
Oh, she's got to be around here somewhere, little goddess.
Got you, Hecate. You're dead.
Got me, you did, Millennium. But I dare say I can escape your clutches yet.
Hey! Hi, Shades. Is Hecate about? Huh. Not seen her, huh? Over there. There you are. Got you again.
Ah, so persistent. Give up already, witch. For I'm a Titaness. You cannot vanquish me.
I can and shall. I got you. Hecate? What's the matter?
It's merely that I've not heard your laughter before. Reminded me of your mother. A much preferable sound to that of grief.
I promise not to cry again. I still get sad sometimes, but not as much.
Do not make promises you cannot keep. When tears well up, let them spill forth. They're not so precious that they need be contained.
But you never cry, Hecate. And I wish to become strong like you, so that I might find Kronos and destroy him for what he's done. And then you could hear my mother's laugh again.
And I shall do everything in my power to prepare you, so that you may succeed where I failed. If not for your family's sake, then for your birthright, as the princess of the underworld.
What do you mean you failed? You tried to beat Kronos yourself? He hurt you?
Concern yourself with your own pain, not mine. Destroying Kronos shall not change the past, and the pain shall linger, though assert itself less frequently with age. But enough of this. On the morrow, we shall teach you to hunt greater prey.
Truly? Death to Kronos. All my life I've prepared, and I'm nowhere near ready, am I?
Who dares?
Hail, Spirit.
You invoke me? Gah! A scourge upon your bloodline for resummoning me, witch!
Hey, everything okay there, Mel?
Oh, yes, Dora. It's just... I should have gone farther that time. I'll give more notes on your haunting later, all right?
Oh, sure.
Not now. Where are you, Headmistress? I've had these in my head for long enough. I'm ready. O daughters of night, who can see all tomorrows, please help me avenge both our families' sorrows. Nothing. They didn't listen. Let's begin. Hear me, Selene, if you so desire. Aid me in finding that which I require. So mote it be. This should help. By blood and darkness, let my will be done. Broker, welcome to the Crossroads. Hail, Broker. Be well.
After ever-scheming Kronos claimed the House of Hades, shades of the dead residing there, all scattered to the ends of the earth.
You shades are welcome here and safe.
Yeah? They're not going to help you, you know. The Fates, I mean. They don't take pity on whoever asks. If anything, you'll make things even worse.
Maybe you just don't give your sisters enough credit. If they once aided my brother, then there has to be a chance they'll aid us. They have a stake in this too.
What, you mean their family? They couldn't care less. Too busy messing with everybody's lives, making it look like an accident.
You mustn't speak of them that way.
Greetings. We've multiple reports the armies of Kronos are massing on the surface up there, and not yet caught wind of your efforts. At least you aren't contending with them, aye?
My route through the underworld is fraught in its own right, but yes, it's comforting to know that army of traitors remains ignorant of me.
There's not a downward route that's more discreet. Those thorny chaps in the woods, they've no love for Kronos either, at least.
I'll get past them. You two, please keep an eye on things while I'm away. The Arcana. The Titan. The Furies. The cards know. The Silver Pool. Join with me. Lim and Oros, sister blades. We're fellow sisters now.
A fitting armament. She's here, now watch and learn.
The Crossroads training grounds are watched over by fearless seafarer Skelemius, famed in death as he was famed in life.
We cannot
The
fail.
craft you seek to master takes its toll. But not for long. Your magic power's gonna come right back by the time you get to the next place you're going. So use it. No point bottling it up. Over here. Like getting stung by bees. Go. What news?
Death to Kronos, Commander.
Knock him dead, kiddo.
The moon is new. I don't think so. Ready or not, hence I go. I'll get you, Kronos.
You can slip right out of there this late without my noticing. Well, typically you can, but not this time. And your punishment is a fine selection of heartwarming boons.
Flame of the hearth. Rest now, all of you. You'll burn. My reagent sensing incantation took effect. For Limandoros.
Finally tracked you down.
I know that voice. Marked one for me, did you?
You got it. That ought to do it.
Good evening.
It's been too long, sister. Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis, but I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him. Here. My blessing is yours. Go find your mark.
Good hunting. For me. This one again. Another glade.
So you're the star student of Great Hecate. A little birdie told me she'd been training up a real prodigy. Imagine my surprise when it turned out to be the missing princess of the underworld. How positively scandalous.
This must be love. Can't right now. All quiet.
The underworld of Hades holds more than the souls of the dead. Riches beyond imagination. Even the remains of the deathless titans.
they'll end up back where they belong. Apollo.
Kronos is up to something, but not even Athena knows what. His assaults on Olympus always fail, even if they've kept us occupied. What's his next move?
Possible exchange. Excellent. Need to recharge. Return to Shadow now.
Found you at last. Princess of the Underworld. I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom. You're Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates. So your sisters heard me after all.
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell. It's been an honor.
Wait. He's gone. I just met Doom Incarnate, Phrynos. Not sure I should be excited about that.
Ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
May moonlight guide us.
Terror engulf us.
They were all so happy together, weren't they? And oblivious to the Titan's threat. Is that? This is from the Three Fates. Prophecy fulfilled.
Rise and shine.
Moonlight guide us.
And may shadows conceal us. The Fates indulged you after all. That is their scroll beside your tent. It followed you out of the shadows. Perhaps it can provide some answers.
Would that it does. The fated list has tasked me with ensuring certain minor prophecies are fulfilled, though says little else as yet.
May it reward your efforts at least. But do not expect the Fates to always favor you. The bane of our enemy is not necessarily our friend.
We'll have to take our chances. The Arms of Night seek something more from me. Great Tree of Life, please listen to my thoughts.
Yes.
Such sorcery.
Nightshade seeds. Here are the bones. Take care then. Where'd Nemesis go?
Goddess. Nemesis has been in an especially foul mood of late. Anything I should know about?
I was going to ask you the same. She sought my task, but that's nothing new. Though she's been clashing with Headmistress more and more.
Shame it's been this way. Personally, I'd rather have divine retribution with me than against. I reckon you can't just smooth things over with her, can you?
I have my doubts. Death to Kronos, sir.
Oh, don't I wish.
You'll flourish here.
Plenty of room to grow.
Headmistress couldn't ask for better familiars than you two.
The darkly splendorous Malinoe attends a certain thicket of the crossroads whenever she requires time to think and plan.
Time is against us. Know the past, know the future. The Swift Runner. Ready. The Arms of Night. I won't sit idly by.
And what are we to do? Merely stand by and let the Titan have his way?
Death to Kronos, Commander.
Yeah, kill him. All your training's gonna be for naught if you don't use it in a fight. Say I'm chasing after you with a club and you want to get me to stay put. Let's see you cast a circular binding over here. That cuts straight to the bone.
Death to Kronos.
Yeah.
I'll get through all that gloom somehow. I was born for this. The Lightning Sigil. The King of the Gods must have his hands full recently. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Ah, young lady, so we meet at last. Emerged from all that gloom to help us settle an old score. If you possess your father's strength, then we have the advantage. Let us strike.
uncle's Titan-killing strength. Silva. Gone. Settled. Remember me?
Time, Sunshine. The Titan thinks he has us pinned, but we have the situation here under control. Just locked in a bit of a stalemate is all.
So bright. Some bones for later use. That gloom, a shadow spiller. Now. That shadow spiller's tough. How could I lose to some shadow spiller like that? Ugh, unacceptable. Dora must be hiding for a bit. The Titan has your family in his thrall. Or worse. What has he done with them?
last wheel of the three fates, those reclusive determiners of all that is to come, is now under the Princess of the Underworld's care.
With their aid, we may have a chance.
Ah, you're here. What troubles you, Malinois? Your brow is furrowed, not with fierceness, but with doubt. The one emotion we cannot afford.
Headmistress, it's just... I'm struggling to muster the rage I should feel. I'm tasked with slaying a Titan I do not even know, to avenge a family I cannot remember.
Your feelings never lie to you. 'Tis their origins that may deceive. You feel no rage? Then you are in control. Tell me, do you question the need to complete our task?
No, Headmistress. Treachery against the House of Hades cannot go unpunished.
Just so. Center yourself on that.
As we improve ourselves, so does our craft. By light of moon, together, let us shape reality.
Carefully said.
Broker, you've expanded your shop. Could make a lovely gift. Katoskion Oski.
'Tis done.
So mote it be. Farewell. Headmistress, if it isn't inappropriate, I have a little gift, seeing as your personal supply ran out a while back.
Ah, the hounds shall lap this stuff right up, I think. I shall safeguard it for them as a treat. And why don't you hold on to this in kind?
Your silver wheel. I can have this? Moonlight guide you.
Moonlight guide us all.
Back in one piece.
Death to Kronos, sir.
You'll get him yet. What was the source of your misfortune that you're back with such a scowl? Some whalers or caskets, perhaps? Oh, Shadow Spiller.
Yes, a shadow spiller. I lost my way against one. Can hardly see a thing when they're about. I should be stronger than this.
You've strength enough. They merely test your nerve. Foes such as that are to be faced head-on, no hesitation. Set for another go.
I am.
All clear. Can't believe sucking up to the fates actually worked. That big scroll over there, that's really from them.
Personally delivered by Lord Moros, no less. He seemed a little pressed for time, so we didn't get to talk much. Are the two of you close?
We're children of Nyx. None of us are close. But we crossed paths. When certain mortals get what they deserve, it involves us both.
I can only imagine. Focus. Much deeper than it looks. I'm rested well enough. My keepsakes.
Behold that heirloom storage case over there. That's no mere trinket, huh?
Set.
She's here. Come on, you slackers, straighten up.
Salutations.
Heya. To have felt the deadly sting of the sister blades. Mayhaps these are the sharpest blades with which I've ever been sliced.
I'm honored to bear them. No use. Discura, the Witch's Staff. With me, my friend.